What's up, everybody? It's that day. We're going hunting today. I'm actually hunting by myself today. I've had to do that a couple times this week. Liam not feeling very good. But I'm going to a new location today because my nephew, Elijah, who I used to take hunting when he was younger, him and his buddy went out hunting at the same place where I hunt. They have a deer blind set up a little bit further down than I do. But they wound up shooting 3 deer in there this morning. Lovely. They shot 2 bucks and a doe. So, and they shot the 1 buck that I was after. Yeah, go figure. He didn't, actually, amazingly enough, he wasn't as big as he looked on camera, though. They said he's like a little 11 pointer or whatever, but he's not very big. He was probably about 3-4 years old, almost mature, but if they'd given him another year, he probably would have been gigantic. But I mean, he was a decent size. They said he still weighed over, field dress still weighed over 150 pounds. So they're probably still out there right now because they had to track him. They shot him, and they said where they set up the deer blind, they came out point blank this morning at about 9 o'clock, and they shot the 2 bucks. Well, I think Elijah said he shot his buck, and it ran like over 300 yards down to the tree line, like straight downhill, which is like rocky terrain. And then his buddy Evan shot his buck, and then there was a doe standing there that wasn't even phased. That's how you know the rut is here. They hear loud stuff, and it doesn't happen to them. They don't move. So he shot that doe, and they couldn't find her at first. Took them about an hour to find her. So last I heard, he was just getting them all out of there. But they set up a deer blind over here on the old side where we used to hunt last year, and just north of the Pecan Grove, which I've never hunted the Pecan Grove. We went hunting last night and didn't see anything, but they said that they were in here at this deer blind I'm going to, and they saw 3 or 4 deer come through there, some does, and they were pretty sure they saw a buck, but they were moving. Like I said, it's the rut right now, so they are moving and they're chasing. So yeah, and it's cold. We had a cold front come in yesterday, and today it was like our first freeze this morning was like 28 degrees. So definitely the first official freeze that I know of. But I'm fixing to pull in to this deer blind. I got a little bit of a walk, if I remember right. I'm not sure how far it is. I'm kind of stumbling around in there. I don't know exactly where they set it up. I have a general idea, but I'm gonna get off here and get down in there, and I'll pick you up when I'm in the deer blind. Okay, guys, I'm in here now, hunting a much smaller blind than I'm used to, but it's in a good little location. I'll kind of give you a peek. It's kind of set up here. Just to the south of me is a Pecan Grove open field. The grass has been cut down, but it's not like hay or anything out there. But got some acorn trees in here. So hopefully they come through here tonight. This is kind of my only option for tonight. Hunting. We're probably going to go hunting tomorrow morning. So I got the trusty 243. And if anything, I've got my 10mm pistol. So one or the other. Probably going to wind up hopefully shooting a deer tonight. So stay tuned, guys, and hopefully this happens. Okay, guys. I'm set up and everything. I made a little bit too much noise coming in here today, so what I'm going to do some grunt calling. I don't have my rattle bag. It actually broke. I need to buy a new one. But I'm going to grunt. That way maybe if there were any deer in this area, I think I kind of spooked by my movement coming in, they'll think it was another deer or something like that coming in. So I'm going to throw out a few grunt calls and some deer grunts, some doe grunts, to make them think that there's, a buck and a doe in here. And it is peak rut right now. I mean, it's really coming into rut. So hopefully that'll entice one to come in here, like a buck, to come visualization for maybe only about 50 yards. I mean, I can see farther than 50 yards, but there's a lot of sticks and stuff in the way. So luckily, I've got my 243. It's a decent little brush gun, so hopefully it'll do good tonight. There's a lot of birds and squirrels moving around right now, and right now they should be moving. I mean, it's almost 3 o'clock, so I've still got about 3 hours left of daylight, so hopefully they'll come in here tonight. Like I said, hopefully, because I knew that my nephew wound up taking, him and his buddy wound up taking 3 deer, 2 bucks, and a doe over there. So there was no way I'd probably see a deer tonight over there. So we'll give that one a rest tonight. They're not hunting tonight, so like I said, I'm gonna throw out some grunt calls right quick. And this is what we call blind hunting, or blind calling. Not because I'm in a deer blind, but it's because I don't know if there's anything out there. So I'm blindly calling to see, if anything reacts to it. So here, I'm gonna go with the buck call right quick. Switch over to the doe. And that's all I'm gonna do. Hopefully if there's any deer in the area that heard me come down here and I might have spooked them a little bit with my movement, that'll calm them down, thinking, oh, it's just another deer crashing through, and maybe they'll come through. Maybe they think it was, a buck chasing a doe. That's what all that commotion was. So we'll see what happens, and hopefully, fingers crossed, they come in here tonight, guys. All right, guys. I didn't have my tripod up because in the smaller blind, I couldn't really get it positioned right, but I just took a shot at a big buck, from what I could tell. That's the funny thing, right around 4:30, and here it is, 5:05. I was looking at my right because there's a mineral block over here that my nephew had set up, and there's also some corn right in front of me. And I'm looking to my right, and I saw a deer about 4:15. I saw a deer walk, way down there, probably about 75, 80 yards, but thick brush. But I could see their tail and stuff coming through there. So I'm watching this deer over here. I'm pretty sure it was a little doe. And I'm waiting to see if she's coming into that mineral block. But then about that time, I kind of look back, and then not 35 yards, 40 yards straight in front of me, this big mature buck, at least from what I could tell, was standing there. He wasn't looking at me, but he was standing like about 20 yards past where they have the corn pile set up. He was just standing there. And I raised my rifle, and the funny thing was I had switched to my left shoulder to shoot out this right side to my off-gun shoulder to shoot this buck or deer over here, because I was going to take a doe or a buck, whichever one. And when I got over here, I tried to find him with my left shoulder, but he was straight in front of me, so I was able to finagle and get over to my right side, my shooting side. And the first shot, I don't know, he was standing behind some brush. I don't know if I hit. There's some pretty big as soon as I shot that buck, I noticed another doe or a buck over here that was stood over there only about 30 yards, but I couldn't see him clearly, and there was too many trees in the way. But I think that's how you know the rut's still going. Like, I shot that buck. I had to take 2 shots at him, because the first one, I don't know if it hit a tree or what, but it was right over his heart, right his vitals. I shot, and he didn't move. He didn't react, nothing. So I reloaded, and I guess he heard me reload and saw me move, so he started to jog back to the left, and I popped another shot, and I saw him sag and drop, and then he dropped. But then he got back up and he limped off. Now, I had my Walker ear protection on, which have like that high sensitivity, high, you can hear really well out in the field. And I think I heard him crash down probably only about 50 to 60 yards just west of me. So I'm hoping, so far it's been probably about 15-20 minutes since I shot him, but I'm losing daylight fast. It's like I said, it's 5:07. I know you can see me pretty good, but literally I'm losing light. So I mean, I think official sunset's like 5:12, so I would only have till about 5:30. And plus I'm in thick wood coverage right here, so I'm gonna lose light a lot quicker than I would in the field over there. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like I said, I swear I heard him crash down. But what I'm probably going to go do is me and Liam are coming out tomorrow. We're going to go hunt tomorrow morning. So worst case scenario, I'm going to go look for blood. And depending on the color of the blood, because I'm praying to God as he was moving that maybe it hit another tree. And I'm hoping it didn't shift that shot back and hit his guts. Because if I gut shot him, there's probably no way I'm gonna find him. I mean, good luck. But the way he was limping off looked like I hit him in the vitals. At least I'm hoping I did. I'm praying to God I did. I hope I didn't gut shot a deer. I really do. I mean, I feel bad for them, but like I said, I think I heard him crash down. So I'm hoping that he's just laying like 60 yards over here. And like I said, I'm giving him about 30 minutes because I'm at like 5:15. Another 5 minutes. That'll be about, I want to say about 25, 30 minutes. I'm going to give him till 5:15, and then I'm going to go look for blood, and I'm going to track him, and I'm going to track him as far as I can. If I can't see a definite blood trail, though, I will back out, and tomorrow after mine and Liam's, because it's going to be cold. It's already dropping right now. It's probably already back in the 30s. So it's supposed to get below freezing tonight. So the good thing about that is, if I did gut shoot him, then yeah, I mean, it's going to take him a while to die, but I don't want to bump him, because the more you bump him, the further he's going to run. So I'm hoping he's down there, but I'm going to track the blood as far as I can go, as quietly as I can, just in case I did gut shoot him, he's still alive. And then whenever, like if I find him, awesome. If not, I'm going to back out. And then me and Liam are supposed to go hunting in the morning. And after we do our hunt, because it's supposed to be below freezing tomorrow. So, in the morning, it's supposed to be below freezing, like 20s. So, I mean, he's going to be well preserved if I kill him, if he dies tonight. So what I will probably do, and plus my other nephew and his buddy will be out here hunting again tomorrow. So what I'll probably do is, if I can't find him tonight and drag his butt out of here, then I'm gonna, I'll back out, and tomorrow late morning, early afternoon, after we get done hunting, I'll get all four of us, and we'll try to get out here and track that buck down. Hopefully the coyotes don't get to him. There are a lot of coyotes in this area, a lot of scavengers in this area. So I mean, if he doesn't die until morning, hopefully, if he's dead and I just can't find him, hopefully the coyotes don't get to him. But if they do, I can't help that. But yeah, it's almost that time, guys. I'm gonna get off here, and I'll pick you back up when I get out there where I shot him, where I think I shot him, last place I saw him, because there's a good deer path. It's kind of a clearing on the other side of these trees right out here. So, and I saw him go and then turn left, so I know kind of the way he went. So fingers crossed, I hit him good, and he's just dead. So we'll find out, guys. Wish me luck. Well, good news, guys. I have blood right there. As you can see, is good blood. Now, I'm not 100% sure. I think that is, if I remember right, that is either a heart or lung shot. I'm hoping it's not like dark red, but because if it was dark red, that usually means a liver shot, but I think that could be, I think I might have hit him a little high into the back. That could be a lung shot, or that very well could be a heart shot, but I'm hoping for a heart shot, but I'm pretty sure it's a lung shot. I mean, if it's a liver shot, it could take him a little bit longer to die, but I'm on the right trail. I'm going to blood track him and see if I can find him, guys. Wish me luck. Well, guys, he didn't go very far. I did kind of get a bad shot on him, but I think I hit a major artery in his back. Here he is. Let me spin the camera around for you guys and I'll show you. And here he is, guys. Said he only ran 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 point. He's a good sized deer. But here's the problem. I don't know if that quick shot or what, but here is the entrance and there's the exit. Yeah, it wasn't the best shot, but the 243 got it done. But he didn't. Amazingly enough, the only thing I can think of with that one, guys, is I must have hit an artery in his back. I must have hit like his femoral artery or something like that, because I think it's far enough back to be not a gut shot, and it's right there on like his back legs, top of his back legs. And because I saw whenever I shot him, I saw his back end dip down, and like he was dragging it, and then I saw him get up. But literally, I must have hit, because if you gut shot an animal like this, they're going to run. So he wouldn't have laid here. This is literally only 20, 30 yards from where I shot him. So, I mean, he wouldn't have only gone 20 or 30 yards. If he'd have been hit like in the gut, he would have probably ran a quarter of a mile, and then he would have laid down. But, yeah, he's definitely dead. I must have hit an artery in his back, like I said, that's the only thing I can think of, because as soon as I touched his back, blood started coming out of the wound, because he bled like droplets, and there's no blood on the ground anywhere really around him very much, but he came right through there. And like I said, I just shot him about 20 yards right over there. He came right through here, and then he crashed over and died right here. So the only thing I can think of is I must have hit an artery in that back leg, and he was bleeding out the whole time. And when he got up, he couldn't use his back legs very well, so he must have just laid down, and either he laid down or he crashed out and died. I think he crashed, because like I said, I swear I heard yeah, sorry, what am I saying? Sorry, I was getting a text message. I heard him crash. Like I said, that's the thing. And I mean, he crashed here in the open, but you can see he thrashed around a little bit. So, I mean, I heard him fall and I heard him crash. So, like I said, I must have hit the femoral artery, or could have hit his spine back there, but he didn't. It was basically almost as fatal as a damn heart shot almost, or a lung shot, because I must have hit that artery, or I could have hit the bone, and it just, exploded that back. But he's a decent big-bodied deer, so, I mean, this by far is the biggest deer that I've ever shot. And I'm going to have a hell of a time dragging him back up there, but I'm going to do it, because that's what we're here for. So, but it's getting dark, guys. I need to drag this guy out of here, field clean him, get him to the processors and everything. So we'll catch you here in a little bit. Okay, guys. If you can't tell, this is not the same day when I killed my deer. This is actually, probably at least, I think, almost 3 to 3.5 weeks since I've killed my deer. My deer, the buck that I took, it is actually at the taxidermist. I'm getting a skull mount, which is actually done. The European mount is done. I just have to go pick it up. It was dropped off at the processor, and it is ready to pick up. I'm going to pick that up today. Had some jerky made and all that stuff, so gotta go pick that up. But yeah, We're coming up, actually, that is the holiday antlerless season, which is in Oklahoma, where you can take 2 additional does. Just started yesterday. So it starts on the 18th. No, I'm sorry. It started 2 days ago. It started on the 18th and it runs through the 31st. So that's in Oklahoma. Of course, I have to work until Sunday, or we'll have to work till Saturday. So, but I've spoken with my nieces, my nephews, and stuff who are all hunting around here. We all have a plan to thin out that herd because we have a lot of does. As I've said, we are seeing at least 20 does that we're only seeing at one time when we're hunting between 2 or 3 people. And that's at one time at one property, and we have 2 or 3 properties that we're hunting. So we really need to do some doe maintenance. So my nephew and his buddy went out hunting yesterday. And I didn't even think to ask them if they had gotten anything. I don't know if they did. I'm gonna probably text them later on today and see, if they got one or not. If not, we still have another, basically 2 weeks of this thing left. Not just to mention, it's still also bow season. So after, this 2 weeks of holiday antlers, so we can only take 2 does or antlerless deer with our guns. I still have bow season until January 15th. I still roughly have about a month. It's the 20th right now. So I've got just a little less than a month of bow season where I can still take a buck during bow season. And I got to looking at our trail cameras and comparing the pictures of the buck on the trail camera at my location and my nephew, who thought he took that buck, the big buck, off of that location. And I was comparing the racks. I don't think he took that buck. The buck that I saw on my trail cameras was only a 10 point. He took an 11 point because it had a little split on one of the main beams. But the one that I caught on camera, the big monster buck that I caught on camera, is only a 10 point, and he's a little basket. He's a little 5x5, 5 on each side. So I don't know, but I haven't caught him on camera since. So he could have wandered onto public land and got himself shot down there too. So for all I know, there was a lot of gunshots going on around that area. So I guess we'll just see. If I see him out there during bow season, I can still take him. But if not, never know. But still a lot of hunting to go on. Got like 3 or 4 weeks left of hunting season. Between bows and guns with the holiday antler season going on, we're gonna plan on getting some does. I gotta get Liam on a doe or a buck. It'd be a doe. You gotta get him on a doe, and he can even go bow hunting with me. He can still take a buck. We're still going to, we still got some hunting to go. But that hunt that I did where I took my deer and everything like that was awesome. It was a long drag up that hill. It was almost like 100 from where my truck was. It was about 100 yards, about 150 yards through some thick brush and almost straight uphill. And bit of advice: buy a deer drag, or hunt in an area where you can get your vehicle down to it. So that really sucked. In a pinch, though, you can use your belt that you have as a deer drag. Until your pants fall down. But anyway, but I just wanted to give you guys in the ending of this video here. So we got a lot more hunting to go. If you guys want to know anything, let me know. Hit that like and subscribe button. Kind of trying to get this thing going. Hopefully, I start filming a lot better content. I know Christmas is coming up. Hoping to get in some better, equipment to start filming better hunts and stuff like that, and maybe doing some stuff during the summer. So fingers crossed, and we'll see you sometime this week. We're going hunting. So thanks, guys.